We're saving the best for last here on ESPN 8 The Ocho. Check this out tonight. It's the Pillow Fight Championship presented by Dr. Pepper. Deep into the night here with the Rock Hill Sport and Event Center. We're fighting for a championship. $5,000 on the line and plenty of belts. A men's and women's division. What an exciting night for pillow fighting. We're welcoming you ringside with my good buddy Rodolfo Roman. I'm EvanBudrovich. You may have played this sport as a kid with your brother growing up or sister, but give us a sense, Rodolfo, what makes pillow fighting so special?
Kevin, Evan, doesn't everybody forget, you used to play this stuff right before going to bed with your sisters, cousins. Look, there's a lot of strategy. There's a lot of athleticism that goes inside that ring when you're swinging around this 2-pound pillow. And sure, it may sting a bit or two, but you can continue on, and anyone can do it. Kids, men, women, adults, even grandparents. It's a lot of fun, but there's a lot of strategy, a lot of footwork, and we'll go toe-to-toe until you break it down for you. But it's a sport that's spreading all over the world, Evan.
And we have a lot of rules to break down as well in this competition because it's a little different than your traditional matchup. First and foremost, in that opening stage, only 90 seconds per round, so the action's quick and intense.
I hope you have good reflexes with your neck, Evan, because it's going to be rock 'em and sock 'em. 90 seconds. Every second is worth a shot. You can't waste any time. You have to be very persistent with your accuracy with the pillow because every second counts, Evan.
And then more importantly, head to a championship round to win $5,000. Let's go through some of the rules of this sport. 1 point for a strike to the head, 3 points for a 360. But give folks a sense what these bottom lines mean for tonight's competition.
The most important thing is you need to look out with the pillow striking the head. If you hit the body, it's not gonna count. Now, if you hit the legs and you take your opponent, you take him off balance, that counts. Look for flashiness. That's what the judges or the referee's gonna be looking. The more entertainment, the more movement, the more strikes, that is what's going to catch the attention, Evan.
Well, let's get this party started. Over to our ring announcer, Mike Markham.
Ladies and gentlemen watching around the world, welcome to ESPN 8, The Ocho, and the premiere of the PFC, the Pillow Fight Championship, presented by Dr. Pepper. We are set for the opening bout of tonight's championship tournament, scheduled for 1 round. Your referee, Yuri Villafort. Introducing first, the man standing to my left and fighting out of the duvet corner. A PFL and UFC mixed martial arts veteran. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at an even 170 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Leandro Apollo! His opponent awaits across the ring and fights to the bedpost of my right. 3 victories in championship bouts in a young and budding mixed martial arts career. He stands 6 feet tall and weighed in tonight at 175 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Jacob Diaz.
And with that, we are ready to get this round started. Yuri is our referee in the middle. And what an opening round, 90 seconds. This is a free-for-all. You got to score quickly.
Look for the quickness right from the start. It's going to be non-stop. They got 90 seconds. They can't waste any time. If they have,
ooh, a 360.
Right from the start. And for those people that are not here, you can feel the intensity of the hits from those pillows, Evan.
If you dislodge that leg, it is a point. Keep in mind if you go low. But the big points are going high to the headshots.
Straight to the head. Jacob is a mixed martial artist, so he gets him that footwork. Leandro Apollo, he has that capoeira, MMA background as well. He's very, you could get a little bit of flashy in there. Good bobbing and weaving.
Did not get the headshot there. Ooh, now we got some contact. Final minute of this opening round.
Yeah, so you can't really, you can't be too much on the defensive side. You gotta strike. You gotta be on the offense. You got 90 seconds.
That's
and
a big point there for Diaz.
Telling that when he's scoring. It's very similar to when you see a collegiate wrestling match. Great block
this
there.
Is back and forth. Ooh, good 360. That's a 3-pointer.
Back right there.
And now for the leg
can't
shot.
Go for the sweep, Evan. Can't do that.
That's a warning. Match resumes 30 seconds.
That's one thing these fighters got to get in their mental game. That it's not an MMA fight. It's not a wrestling fight.
Did you see that duck right there? Oh my gosh, Apollo.
Great bobbing and weaving. Apollo's a very exciting fighter, very athletic, moves real quick.
Ooh,
Nasty
face
360 shot, Evan.
That'll dislodge the suavecito in his hair.
But don't worry, the beautiful thing about the sport is he can continue on and do it in a couple of minutes.
3 seconds left. Final shot
Great
in.
blockage.
And what a finish for Apollo in round 1.
Great stuff from Apollo. Jacob, El Platanito Loco. Translation, the crazy plantain.
Which are delicious, by the way. And these guys have been there since 9 a.m.
Those guys are faithful. Let's take a look at the recap here, Evan. Just Jacob feeling it out. Apollo being persistent, but so offensive right from the start. Timing is everything in pillow fighting. You really got to try to use those feints, fake your opponent out. Beautiful 360 move by Apollo. Jacob following through. He went for that sweep. That's a big no-no. You got to get that stuff out of your head. It's not MMA, it's pillow fighting.
And now to announce the winner.
I need to ask after you. We're winning. Come on, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner on points by a score of 19-4, Leandro Apollo!
So Apollo moves on to the semifinals. El Platanito's night is done a little early. What a performance by Leandro.
He's got to go back to Hialeah, Florida with making good platanitos, Evan. I'll tell you that a little later. Look at this right there. He tried to go for that aerial tomahawk chop, just wasn't there. Apollo, though, just on his A game with the striking. He tried to take up there, chopping off the legs, taking him off balance. But El Platanito Loco, it just wasn't a night. He was the underdog, but not today. And this is the champ, Evan. This is the guy you need to keep an eye on.
There's Holly Tillman. The champ is here. And let's go down to our ring announcer. Mike, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for one hard-hitting PFC round. Introducing first, fighting out of the duvet corner, a 10-year PFC veteran, a veteran of the sport of mixed martial arts. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 187 3/4 pounds, fighting out of Yonkers, New York, Terrell TJ Jenkins. His opponent awaits and fights off of the bedpost to my right. A combat sports veteran and the inaugural PFC champion. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 180 1/2 pounds, fighting out of Miami's Liberty City, Holly the Champ Tillman.
Tillman defeated Rafael Diaz in the first ever PFC championship last February. And we got pillows in the stands today.
Oh, man, the fans are ecstatic. Let me just tell you a quick brief here about
Are you
Tillman.
ready?
Tillman is a double champ, defended that championship twice. Won it in the first event back in 21 and 22 defended. So this man has a lot of pressure on him.
And look at the flurry of punches early.
Tillman,
Young Jenkins not afraid of this matchup.
a very athletic dude, very flashy, but Tillman a practitioner in nunchucks, which comes into play in pillow fighting. Beautiful 360 shot.
Headshots are the key in this sport.
You know what, you gotta be careful though, Evan. You got 90 seconds, and when you're throwing that thing around so fast, you could get tangled up, which takes away some seconds away from the round.
A rule worth noting, you cannot sit still for more than 3 seconds. We are demanding action in this 90-second
And
round.
if you do it consistently, Yuri Belfort, the referee, will let you know, warn you.
Almost a headshot there for the champ. And now the aggressive move by Jenkins.
Look at Tillman there, just stalking his prey, the champion. A lot of pressure on him.
These are good blocks by both players.
Very good.
How important is defense in this matchup?
Defense is essential here. Jenkins tried to go for the legs, but that didn't shake him whatsoever.
So a point for the champ. It's a low-scoring opening round.
They're both defensive competitors, as you're seeing in here. Both have their hands up really well. The champ trying to throw off his opponent by keeping that hand out.
Final 10 seconds. Oh, what a
Great
swing by the champ!
That might have done it for him, Evan.
A clean headshot.
Champ might continue on to win that Ocho championship bout.
And the champ thinks he's moving on. Let's see if the scoring matches that.
Oh, Liberty City will be happy for this, man.
Holly Tillman. That last punch may have been the biggest of this round.
They never forget the finish, Evan. Great performance by the champ. Has a lot of pressure behind him. He was telling me earlier on, I need to win. I need my respect, and if I win this tournament, that's going to be it.
Let's go down to Mike with the final results.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner on points by a score of 10-6, TJ Jenkins.
Wow, what an upset, Evan.
The crowd disagrees.
Wow.
The champ is going home.
All right, let's take a look at the recap here as to why the referee decided to count that. Ducked that 360. Champ continued on with those headshots there. He did duck his head down, though. But you notice the low scoring there. Not a lot of points scored compared to the first bout that you saw. So not a lot of offensive on both of these men. It was more of a defensive type of bout. Wow. Even Jenkins can't believe it.
The champ won't exit the stage.
Yeah.
This is center stage here as young TJ Jenkins gets the win.
Wow. That is a big shocker.
Mike, let's keep this thing rolling. We got a fun one coming up.
Go, 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 go.
Our next bout is scheduled for one round of hard-hitting PFC action. Introducing the man standing to my left, a master of capoeira. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in for action at an even 155 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Leo Capoeira Carvalho. His opponent awaits across the ring to my right, a 17-year-old pillow fighting prodigy. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall with a weight of 145 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Somerville, South Carolina, Braden B-Money Helms.
So B-Money Helms is a running back on his high school football team. Auditioned for a tryout for this PFC championship. Now he faces Leo Carvalho, who has 20 years of combat experience. What a mismatch.
This is David Bates' Goliath right here in pillow fighting. 17 years old. Beautiful. That's exactly what you want to see a real-life video game player. That is it. And Carvalho.
Ooh, Carvalho with the headshot.
Holy cow, look at this young man just hitting him with the 3 sticks, following up with the counter.
Can the 17-year-old with a point. Has to pick up his pillow. Like kids in the candy store, recollect your items.
That's the capoeira background from Carvalho. But how much would it play a role against his young blood?
Final minute of this lone round.
Oh, and he's calling him out, Evan.
Helms is daring him to swing. Oh, and he got him 360.
He blocked it. That's why you got to keep a close eye because it's so fast when they sink that 2-pound pillow.
Carvalho to the leg shot. Good block.
They didn't take him off balance, Evan. Very important to know that. That's how it counts.
Ooh, another headshot. Helms is locked in.
Oh, and he's playing it. Oh, he's toyed. And that's what people love, and that's what the judges like, or at least the referee in this point.
Put it on TikTok. Another 360.
You can't showboat too much, Evan. You could get caught.
Ooh, and the rookie gets a point here. Final 30 seconds.
See the young man here.
Oh, that reverse. He's done 3 reverse headshots.
Carvalho, though, unlike your average boxing or MMA.
Now he's toying with the kid and gets him a 4th.
He ran backwards.
Now the exhaust factor kicks in. Final 10 seconds.
Oh, just beautiful there. Great duck, bobbing and weaving, just playing with the boy.
Ooh, did he get him?
Missed it. All win.
What a round. The 17-year-old Braden Helms hold punch for punch with Leo Carvalho.
Great stuff from this young man.
Who do you think pulled that one out?
Favorite. It's kind of tight, but I'm going to have to go slightly with Carvalho. He brought that excitement. He did land some shots, but something was just so fast to catch. And that's what you have to be very, very important here with the targeting.
Look how tired that young man is from Somerville, South Carolina. Only 17 years old.
Well, you know, Evan, coming in under the lights, it changes everything. It's a whole different platform.
Mike Markham, take it away with the winner.
Your winner on points by a score of 22-11, Leo Carvalho.
So Carvalho moves forward.
And let's take a look. Beautiful capoeira move, then went right down straight for the leg. Shook him a bit. Don't see if that was a point, but it worked to the top. Beautiful.
Now those reversal shots, the 360s, were insane.
That countering was just persistent, on target. The timing was there.
So 3 fights in on the men's side. We have plenty of entertaining action. Just keep swinging, kid. Just keep swinging. 3 more men's fights to go in this first round when we come back from Rock Hill, South Carolina. What a start to the Pillow Fighting Championship. 3 fights in, 3 more to go on the men's side. And we got pillows in the crowd today. Everything in this PFC.
We're ready to go to bed. They got the pajamas on. By the way, you taking a breather, Evan? It's the first time you saw this, right?
Let's go to Mike Markham, our ring official, to get things started.
The action continues from Rock Hill, South Carolina on ESPN 8, The Ocho. The following bout is scheduled for a single round. Introducing first the man to my left, a Muay Thai kickboxing specialist. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 180 3/4 pounds. Fighting out of Turkey by way of Los Angeles, California, Turbo Trabi. His opponent is an undefeated mixed martial artist. His height, 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in for action at an even 174 pounds. Fighting out of Delray Beach, Florida, Jeffrey to the Moon Simon.
Wow, Jeffrey Simon is bouncing through the gym. He's ready to go.
Bring out your telescope, Evan. You're going to need it if you're going to see Simon to the moon. He's an aerial type of fighter. Flashiness right from the start.
Simon
right there.
is undefeated. Boom. Turbo is a 3-time champion of Survivor. He knows how to scrap his way through some trouble.
It's a different type of surviving inside the ring, Evan, to compete using that 2-pound pillow.
Ooh, the 360 doesn't hit. Remember, you can defend a swing with that opposite hand. And now Turbo has Jeff in the corner.
Oh, he cornered. It's a very, very dangerous position for Simon to be in.
Good block by Turbo.
Great stuff.
And the reversal.
Turbo very stationary. He's just like a moving offensive target for Simon. Simon needs to keep moving around.
Turbo has the weight and height advantage, but Jeffrey has the reach in his corner.
Break.
Oh, that was a point for the white real quick.
Go. Keep the distance. Come on. Go.
Time is of the essence in this
Time,
first round.
as I mentioned, you can't look at the ref here. Every second counts. You got 90 seconds to score. Oh, beautiful shot.
Turbo lost his pillow.
And notice the clock's still going. That could be very, very significant in this first round.
Under 20 seconds to go.
One blow.
Simon
Great
needs a
stuff,
quick
Simon.
point here.
What I'm liking from Turbo is he's cutting off Simon from jumping around like that.
Ooh, a headshot. What a leap. To the window,
exciting.
to the moon. The 360 from Turbo.
The moon, he might be going to Mars with that jump. Wow.
Break.
Wow, back-to-back three-pointers by Turbo. I wonder if those final 10 seconds were enough.
It's a hard score to determine here because Turbo, I think he's having those power shots, but Simon's quick flashiness, the moves. Curious to see how Yuri Belfort saw this one and counted those points.
Keep in mind, our head referee, Yuri Belfort, counts the score, and then an official score on the side will add up the totals and come up with this decision.
Curious to see how this goes. I mean, this is a tough one to determine.
Who's moving on, Turbo or to the moon Simon? We'll go down to Mike Markham with the decision.
Patiently waiting there, beloved.
Your winner by a score of 10-5, Turbo Trabi.
I can see that, Evan.
We told you he's a survivor. The man can't lose. 3-time Survivor champ. He's won the challenge on MTV. Now he wins the Ocho.
And let's take a look at some of the replays. See, it's the shots. He was moving around, jumping around, but he wasn't doing much with it. But Turbo just calculated the right timing to strike the head, and that's what made the difference in this fight. Very stationary, didn't move as fast as Simon, but he did enough to get the right timing and get that score that he needed to advance to the semifinals.
That was our lowest scoring round so far. Let's head over to Fight 5 with Mike Markham. Watch out for the Joker, folks, as well. We got men bouncing around here. Mr. Perez.
This is a fun dude to watch, too.
Against Reggie Newsom.
The following bout is scheduled for 1 round of action. Introducing first, fighting off of the bedpost to my left, an 11-year mixed martial arts veteran and a veteran of the United States Army. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 243 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Plantation, Florida by way of Richmond, Virginia, Reggie Chocolate Thunder Newsom.
You think Chocolate Thunder's ready?
His opponent awaits a bare-knuckle professional competitor and a UFC veteran. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at an even 185 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Marcus the Joker Perez.
Here we go. Strength on strength. Newsom
Keep the distance.
With his UFC background, Perez with his jiu-jitsu background, how do those sports play a factor in this match?
Pretty much you can throw it out the window. It's a different competition, but yes, some of the foundation is necessary for this. Look at the stance. Look at Reggie's stance compared to Joker. Joker the more flashier, Reggie more on the stationary. And the difference between the two here, Reggie the more powerful type of guy, and Marcus is the more lightweight. He's going to be more moving a lot. So that's why people ask, why isn't the weight differences? Because anybody could do it.
Ooh, right off the spray paint of the Joker.
But the lighter guy would have the advantage because he's able to move a lot. So the big guy just has to fight the right timing.
Wow, the Joker's losing his skin. Newsom gets back-to-back headshots.
By the way, Joker here playing homage to the late Heath Ledger with that Joker.
One blow. One blow.
Oh, great stuff.
This is a high-scoring round.
This is a rock and sock and brawl between these two using that pillow.
Wow, the Joker with a couple of headshots.
They're just taking it.
Break.
Oh,
Hold on,
Newsom.
break it up.
Keep the distance. Go.
Yeah, this is the key here if you want to get a good shot, especially if you want to throw those 360, which is going to give you 3 points.
One blow.
Only one round, 90 seconds to absolutely maul each other. That's what we're seeing
when you get too close, though, you can't do much of that flashiness. Just like if you were to do boxing, right? You can't really do too much. You can eventually get to the clinch.
Final 20 seconds. Newsom has blocked everything.
Yeah, but not doing much here. You know, Joker feels a little bit confident here. That's why he's just staying there.
People got to get points here. 10 seconds left. There's a point for White with Newsom.
Newsom just waiting, very stationary. Joker, oh, and there's the end of it.
The Joker putting on a show, and Newsom, boy, his physicality was on display in that one.
Incredible. Again, it might seem like a silly sport, but there's a lot of training that goes behind Reggie Newsom. Very excited. And a lot of sportsmanship too, Evan. There's a lot of respect between these two men and women who enter the ring.
Both competitors think they have won. Mike Markham, who did get the win.
Your winner by a score of 10-5, Chocolate Thunder, Reggie Newsom.
Well, hold on a second here.
It was him.
The Joker claims he won.
No, you didn't. Go.
Our officials are checking the score.
Joker.
Hold on a second here.
Just say it was the Joker.
This might be our first review of the PFC Championships.
Good, yeah.
No, impossible.
Confirming scores.
Impossible.
Trying to tally up the numbers.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, it's a little hard to keep track of all the points. So they got to tally down.
Go.
And since it's a tournament, we're going real fast. Nonetheless,
This is an important discretion here. Who's moving on to the second round?
Ready, go.
he's going to tally this up.
I think he won. He scored you 6 times and didn't even do nothing.
Yuri Vellafort speaking to Newsom.
The Joker can also chug water. Don't be fooled. It's not just Nikola Jokic winning the NBA title.
You gotta love it, and they go into the stands, have fun.
The PFC version of the Joker is all business.
Oh no, this guy's no joke. He's not waiting for Batman. He gets it done. Wow.
Still waiting for our official ruling here.
They're
With
tallying
one
it
more
up.
fight to go next.
Incredible action. How are you liking it so far, Evan?
That's been amazing. I'm not a big rules guy with like checking the stats and everything, but I am loving the physicality. The 360 spins are out of this world.
It is just quite amazing to see those 360s and the flashiness, and we're down to the last one.
So let's go to Mike Markham to introduce fight 6.
Ei, não pode fazer com as duas, tá?
The following bout is scheduled for one round of opening round championship action in the PFC. Introducing first, fighting out of the duvet corner, a mixed martial artist and kickboxing practitioner. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighed in at an even 175 pounds. Fighting out of Delray Beach, Florida by way of Long Island, Parker P.K. Appel. His opponent, a well-respected international mixed martial arts veteran. His height, 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in for action at an even 181 pounds. He fights out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Danilo D. Gurgel.
Young Danilo, 5-0 in his MMA career, and now he takes on the PFC world. Final fight in this first round.
Are you ready?
Parker,
Are you ready?
very athletic guy, consistent, intense, good cardio. And Danilo with that background in mixed martial arts.
These are two scrappy cats. They want to swing and make every second count.
They want to brawl. They don't want to waste any time here. A lot of feintings, though. Feintings are very good here, especially in PFC. You want to throw off great dodging by Danilo.
Ooh.
Oh, he lost his footing into the ropes. He almost fell.
What a catch.
Careful.
Saved by the rope.
German tank coming through. She'll be in action later. Saved him.
Oh, my gosh. Julia Dorney saved the match there.
Danilo. We watch out for each other here.
What an introduction to the Ocho. Final match of this first round on the men's side.
Great defense by Danilo. It's almost like watching The Matrix. Oh, missed with that 360 shot.
I'd imagine Parker has the advantage score-wise right now, right?
Yeah, he's the one very consistent, throwing him off. He's been striking more, the good timing. The defense is there as well. Danilo, you can see he's desperate. He's trying to make any moves, any.
And remember, for those watching at home, you can only get the headshot for a point or the foot.
It has to touch the head. It has to touch the head. Body shots don't count. If you strike the legs.
He's shimmying on him.
You got to bring that flavor, man.
You can't touch Danilo.
8 seconds to go, Evan. You got to go right here. You can't waste any time. You got to be careful, though, with that rope dope. He can fall again.
Danilo's got to score at some point. Will defense be enough? Or has Parker Rappel booked his ticket to the second round?
Curious to see how this one went. Sometimes that flashiness takes away from the offensive and doesn't get you the points that you need. So, curious to see how they tally this up.
What's the better round, the defensive effort or the offensive effort there of Appel?
You know, when you got 90 seconds, you have to go with the offensive this end because you don't have too much time, and any opportunity you got to score that shot, that point.
Mike Markham, take it away with our winner.
Your victor by a score of 5-0, Parker P.K. Appel.
That was the story. Who could play offense?
Wow, look at that. Wow, that's a real low scoring. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here. Yeah, Danilo is very flashy, dodging everything defense. Peldo, the more offensive fighter. He lost his footing, went into the ropes. Very dangerous procedure. Shout out to the German tank who'll be competing for the championship, who saved the day. But just Parker was just on point. A little flashy, a little sazon in there.
It looks good.
It looks good, but not enough to win.
We're going to head to commercial and gear up for the men's semifinals. Good news. We're going to crown a champion tonight. We'll find out who it is after this break from the Pillow Fight Championships in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We are on to round 2 in the Pillow Fight Championship from Rock Hill, South Carolina on the men's side. 6 winners early on and plenty of action and intensity and fanhood from this crowd at the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center. Couple of rule changes heading into round 2. Now it's 2 one-minute rounds, so it extends, and the 2 highest scorers will move on to a championship.
Now you got a little breather here. You got a little slight chance here, a little bit more timing to study your opponent, and then put the gas to go. Put the foot on the pedal in the metal and rock and roll.
Let's go to our ring announcer, Mike Markham. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we begin the second round of tonight's championship tournament. The following bout scheduled for 2 hard-hitting PFC rounds. Introducing first back inside the PFC ring and standing to my left from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Leandro Apollo. His opponent standing to my right, coming off of an exceptional performance in our opening round from Yonkers, New York, TJ Jenkins.
So the champ was dethroned by TJ Jenkins. Now he takes on the highest scorer from round 1 in Leandro Apollo.
Yeah, you know, that's a big shocker. We've seen some surprises here so far. Apollo, though, flashing his Jenkins. He dethroned the champ, as he stated. Let's see if he can carry on.
Keep in mind, headshots are king in this sport.
And now you're going to see that the pace is going to be just up a tempo here as we get into the semifinals.
360 headshots are worth 3 points. That's the magic swing you're looking for.
The 360 is what's worth it. A great defense by Apollo. Great
block by
right
Jenkins.
There. Oh, good
wow, that
stuff
360 is getting so close from Apollo.
And let me tell you, when you take, oh, we lost the.
Hold on.
The pillow there.
Pillow down. Those are 2-pound fighting instruments tonight.
And you know what's key is here the difference of the grip of each fighter. Some decide to hold it with 1 hand. Some fighters have with 2 hands. There's 3 straps.
In the pre-match, you hit me with the 2 hands, and then I flew back, and then I hit you, and it was all fun.
It just all depends. It's all about preference of each fighter, right?
With Rodolfo Roman, I'm EvanBudrovich. Great crew here for ESPN 8 The Ocho. As we wrap up round 1, remember 2 rounds, 60 seconds each. And now some strategy comes into fact.
And this is where you get your corner, right? You get to study your opponent. What's the key here for Jenkins? Well, he's very, very stationary. Apollo more the flashes. Let's take a look at that first round action. A lot of bobbing and weaving, ducking from Apollo. Jenkins being the more patient of a fighter, trying to stalk his prey to bait him in. But Apollo just comes in with that offense 360, trying to find them, wasn't home.
That was a low scoring first round.
Very low scoring.
Which means round 2 will decide who heads to the championship.
Look at he did, and it blocked again with that 360. Good way of Jenkins. Jenkins doing well so far.
Keep the distance.
Blocked again. Now,
Keep the distance. One blow.
if you hit the 360, you hit the hand, and your hand hits your face. That's a point. That's important to mention here.
If it gets blocked into the face, absolutely.
That is a point.
Worth noting, 3 semifinals. The 2 highest scorers move on to the title. So getting points here is crucial.
That shot that Jenkins did to Apollo shook him. That was a point. Unbalanced. It took him off balance. Shot to the
Wow,
head.
that's a big point for Jenkins going over the top. Final 20 seconds. Can Apollo come out swinging?
Yeah, Jenkins doing great strategy here. Being very cautious.
Here we go, 15 seconds. Got to be hurt quick.
Patience. Apollo, you can see he's putting pressure on his opponent.
Jenkins is guarding his noggin like his life depends on it.
Apollo knows.
And he's able to hold off for the final seconds of round 2.
Yeah, he knew that he had to press that brake and go as Fast and Furious if he wanted to win.
Will Jenkins continue this hot streak, or is Apollo moving on? Let's go down to Mike Markham with the final decision.
5 Apollo. Good fight.
Your winner by a score of 10-5, Leandro Apollo.
So Leandro Apollo has a great opportunity to be a finalist thanks to this offense.
Great shot. Look at that 360, just searching for it, lurking. It was there. Boom! That upper chop straight from the top. beautiful, but he just kept searching for that 360 and that bobbing and weaving. That's where that boxing background, MMA
the 5 Ds of dodgeball: dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Of course, on ESPN 8 the Ocho, we got to pull out all the
You have to do it
stops.
in the Ocho. Just quite amazing stuff. This sport is definitely taken all over the world, Evan.
What a matchup here. Second of 3 semifinals. Mike Markham, take it away with the introductions. Two big winners from round 2 getting ready for this semifinal.
We continue with second round action. This bout scheduled for 2 hard-hitting rounds. Introducing the man standing to my left, gracing the PFC ring for the second time tonight from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Leo Carvalho. His opponent, fighting out of Turkey by way of Los Angeles, California, Turbo Turabi.
We got a 20-year combat veteran and a Muay Thai MMA fight. Different styles, different sizes, 2 minutes to decide a winner.
Weight doesn't matter, height doesn't matter. It's what you bring inside the ring with that pillow. Carvalho, a human video game character.
Wow, Turbo's coming out swinging in this round.
He is a tough, powerful dude, a lot of power. Good timing.
Hold on, Yuri, our referee, is now fighting Turbo.
Yeah,
2 points for Yuri.
Yeah, that's one thing. You can't really get physical. The only physicality comes into play with the pillow. That is it.
Now Turbo challenges.
Yuri just told Turbo he's going to stop the match if he continues being too.
Carvalho, so patient. Will that pay a factor?
Yeah, he can't get the emotions coming to play again. It is a fight, but you can only use your pillow.
Good dodge by Leo.
Great blockage by Carvalho.
As this first round ticks to 10 seconds. Oh, hold on.
You got to stop the pillows drop.
And this might conclude the entire first round.
Oh,
With a little dance there from Carvalho. What's the adjustment for these fighters in round 2?
You know, I think Turbo's doing exactly what he's doing. As we take a look, he's coming in, but I think he needs to bring down his composure a little bit. Turbo's going too much into it. Remember, at the end of the game, when it comes to a fight, it's a mental. If you get that mental thing right away, it's going to help you win a fight. Bring down the energy, stick to your strategy, take it patiently. That's what
And style points are important. The 2 highest scorers, they move on of the 3 semifinals.
Yeah, and that's very important key here as we move. He tried to trip him there. Again, you got to use your pillow. That's it.
This score is essentially tied with 45 seconds left. Someone's got to get something action here.
Yeah, Carvalho, great 360 shot.
That's a 3-pointer.
That's a 3 right there.
And now he eggs on Turbo. It was a fiery character, a 3-time Survivor champion. He's up against it.
Keep the distance. Keep the distance.
Yuri Bellafor telling him to keep that distance between the two, to give that gap between them.
And now Turbo is aggressive, needing points.
Yeah, he's an aggressive fighter with a lot of power. He's trying to survive here. Moving on to the finals. Great
dodge by Carvalho.
Carvalho's just trying to be on the defense here to proceed.
Ooh, that is another point for Turbo.
And then I was getting a little intense here. You gotta bring the tempo down. Can't do that.
And that is it.
Turbo showing a little frustration.
Has the tribe spoken on Turbo's experience? Or will that man, Carvalho, move on?
Turbo says he's not fazed by the showboating of Carvalho. He has a lot of support from Brazilians in the house. Which, by the way, this sport,
there was a ton of emotion in this matchup.
A lot of intensity. And that makes a difference in a fight like this.
This is a sport that's picked up steam in Ghana and Brazil, all over the world as well.
Africa, Europe, South America, of course, the United States.
And gets its first big taste of the USA tonight. Mike Markham, take it away with the winner.
Your winner by a score of 4-3, advancing into tonight's championship tournament, Leo Carvalho.
I can see, Evan, why the people are frustrated. And let's take a look at the action that took place in that second round of the semifinals. But it was Carvalho's flashiness, his movement. You might not see it, but he's too fast. He's able to connect. Beautiful 360. Then he blocked that one away. That one just nipped him. Followed through. Ducked that one as well. Turbo, not as flashy, not as fast with his feet. But the fact that Turbo showed that intensity, you know, I think that kind of made the difference in this bout.
Well, how about this? Final semifinalist comes down to style points. You got to win big here if you're moving on. 2 rounds to decide who's going to the ship. And we'll head it down to Mike Markham with the announcements.
The following bout is scheduled for 2 rounds. Introducing first, standing to my left, back inside the PFC ring, Chocolate Thunder Reggie Newsom.
Standing or pounding to his left. Reggie Newsom's ready to go.
His opponent joins us for the second time tonight from Delray Beach, Florida, Parker P.K. Appel.
The crowd is rooting for Chocolate Thunder.
It's power versus precision and speed.
Appel, a 5-0 win. Newsom, a big victory, 10-5 in his first round.
They usually touch pillows here, but they're touching hands.
Come on, boys, get swinging here. We need points.
Oh, they're coming in through, Evan. They heard you loud and clear.
1 point early for Blue.
Newsom.
Another point for Appel.
Attacking, and look at Appel just throwing the fades off, throwing those little kicks.
Appel's found his headshot successfully in this round.
He sure has. You know, and the difference is, if you notice, Newsom has if it's standing, punch down, Appel, more of the stand-up.
Body shots do not count in this sport. It's headshots alone, or dislodging the leg. That's the big points.
And if you hit the legs, you gotta throw your opponent off balance. Only way it counts. See, that tangled takes away too. And if you got the momentum on and then you get your pillows tangled, it takes away a lot from you.
Underneath, 10 seconds left.
Great action, great defense by Newsom. He strikes, sticks, and blocks.
Look at the blocking by Appel. He is chopping every shot by Newsom, and it looks like the early lead for Appel through round 1.
Chopping lumber, Evan. Let's take a look at the recap of that first round. Right from the start, Appel, offensive, Newsom countering, but the more powerful shots from Newsom. Using that hand-wrist coordination with the pillow to throw him off. Great blockage, using the elbow, seeing it from a mile away.
The UFC and MMA longtime veteran, Chocolate Thunder, Reggie Newsom. His back's against it now, needing points and down to Appel through the first round.
Oh,
he comes out swinging.
One. Came in too close, didn't time it too well, didn't find that distance. You see Appel there, trying to use that. Oh, that one took him off balance a bit. Oh, got the body shot though.
Yep.
It has to beat the head. No, body shots
are king in this sport. Ooh, good dislodging there.
And that's another shot to the leg. It's off balance, but that one didn't count. The previous one did. Newsom, he got hit with that one.
Wow, the 360 for 3 points. Blues had the big swings in Appel. Newsom's had miniature points throughout this round.
Oh, beautifully executed, but did not hit.
20 seconds to go.
Back and forth action. He got coming at the 10 seconds to the wire. They want to proceed.
They gotta
Lost
hurry.
To the pillow.
Gotta hurry.
Get it.
The clock is your enemy. Wow.
What a battle. Keep in mind, 3 winners, the 2 highest scorers
is
will
the one to
advance to the
proceed.
final.
So right now, in a way, wins don't even matter. It's how much points is what counts here. Almost like in hockey, right? What moves you along are the points, the goals.
Style points matter. Both competitors think they won. And the way Appel, though, dominated that first round, I think that plays a factor.
I think, yeah, Appel had the advantage here. Newsom, he had those power shots, but Appel was more consistent.
Mike Markham, take it away with the results.
The victor by a score of 13-8, Parker P.K. Appel.
Well, how about that? Parker Appel gets the win. Apollo, Caravello, and Appel. Now it comes down to total points to see who we'll see in the championship match. You know what? We'll add up the points during the break when we come back. The Women's Championship next. How about these shots from a beautiful night for PFC? Pillow Fight Championship continues when we return. Talk about entertainment going beyond the ring here. Fans taking advantage with young B Money.
Anybody can do it, Evan.
We do have our championship match based on scoring in the semifinal rounds. Leandro Apollo and Parker Appel will battle in just a minute.
That is going to be a fun one. Apollo, the flashy one. Appel, the more consistent offensive fighter.
Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the Women's Championship. Gear up for a fun one. Mike Markham, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to action. We are set for the co-featured bout of the evening, scheduled for 3 action-packed rounds of big-time beatdown for the vacant Women's PFC Championship. Introducing first, the woman standing to my left and fighting out of the duvet corner. A former European featherweight and 2-time MMA world champion. She stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in for action at 145 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida by way of Berlin, Germany. Julia, the German Tank, Dorney. Ready for 3 rounds of championship action. Her opponent awaits across the ring. A rugged and dangerous combat sport athlete and a pedigreed former Division I volleyball player at the University of Virginia. She stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, and weighed in at a commanding 185 1/2 pounds. She fights out of Pompano Beach, Florida, Kendall Scarface Volker.
Scarface versus the German Tank. And Julia, the German Tank, she had to qualify to get into this matchup. Kendall's one of the best in the sport. This is mano-a-mano tonight.
She is a pioneer. 3rd time's a charm. It could possibly hit the original champion, Estella. Could not be a part of this due to an injury. It could be an opportunity for Kendall to finally get gold. She lost her footing there, Evan.
5 points for Dorney, knocking Volker to the floor.
Go.
And that knockdown, that's what it gives you. It's the first one we saw here this evening.
You gotta
Evan.
keep the distance. That's the first warning.
How does Dorney avoid the size mismatch? How does she use her size to her advantage?
You know, it's unlike, and we may have a knockdown, Evan. We may have a knockdown.
Yeah.
Hold on a second here.
Trying to catch her breath. Just have a count.
This is the first of 3 rounds.
She's ready to go, she says. Wow. It's only been 2 knockdowns in the history of PFC.
Oh, no.
Wow!
Her shoulder gives out.
Wow!
And Dorney wins the title.
Wow!
$5,000 for the German Tank, who
The
outlasts
German Tank.
Volker.
Walking away with the gold. Seems like she dislocated her shoulder. I'm not a doc, but that's what it seems like, Kevin.
Never discount the Tank.
And that was Kendall's 3rd opportunity at the shot of the title. It just did not happen. Sportsmanship there from the 2 ladies.
You gotta give her the belt.
I think the champ just popped her shoulder back in.
Yeah, sure did, but it's a little too late.
You saw that discomfort when she fell down the first time with that shoulder pain.
Maybe that's what it was. Let's take a look at the highlights when that's possible. But maybe when she fell, she put her arm down and dislocated. Let's take a look right here. This is the first knockdown that we're gonna see. She lost her footing right with that lead leg, and she get right back up. Nothing happened.
A little discomfort with the shoulder.
It seemed like she shook it off, yeah.
Ooh, and
then that's when she grabbed that left arm, yeah. Wow.
Good sportsmanship between Volker and Dorney.
Wow, that's you know, it breaks your heart. It's the 3rd opportunity she had of that championship. She just can't get it.
Now the best part of the show. Let's hand out $5,000 and a championship belt.
5 racks, Evan. What would you do with 5K?
Buy us a nice dinner, that's for sure. Mike Markham, time for the belt presentation. You take it away.
Referee Yuri Villafort halts this bout inside of round 1. Your winner by technical knockout. And now, PFC Women's World Champion, Julia the German Tank Dorney.
If you're keeping score, that's her 6th world championship, Evan.
And the belt is secured. The German Tank, who had to qualify to compete against Volker, outlasts Kendall Scarface Volker. What a performance by Julia. And now she's $5,000 richer. So the women's final is complete. The German Tank outlasts Scarface. Coming up next, the men's championship. Apollo versus Parker for all the marbles on the other side of this break. It's time to reign a champion in the men's division of the PFC Pillow Fight Championships. What a night in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And it comes down to this. Apollo versus Parker. The winner gets $5 grand of the championship belt. Let's get this party started with Mike Markham. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, presented by Dr. Pepper, live on ESPN 8, the Ocho. The pillows are firm and the sheets are snug. It's time to go night-night. We are set for 3 hard-hitting rounds in our championship final. Introducing first, the man standing to my left and fighting out of the duvet corner. A PFL mixed martial arts veteran. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at an even 170 pounds. He joins us from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Welcome, Leandro Apollo. His opponent, through to tonight's PFC Championship final, fighting off of the bedpost to my right, a mixed martial artist and kickboxing practitioner. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighed in at 175 3/4 pounds. Fighting out of Delray Beach, Florida by way of Long Island, New York, Parker PK Appel.
The championship bout you
Your
set.
referee,
Worth noting,
Yuri Villafort.
3 rounds, 1 minute. This is a slugfest for the ages.
For all the marbles, Apollo very flashy, very exciting fighter. Appel, consistent on the offense. Lots of athleticism. Great 360 to open it up.
360. 3 early points for Apollo.
Oh, another one. He followed through, but that was blocked.
Remember, headshots are king in this sport. That's where the points are totaled.
Great blockage there by Appel.
Body shots do not count here in PFC.
Great shot there. Try to go for the legs, nobody home. Trying to wind around like a windmill, that pillow.
Appel's defense in the semifinal was so big in him moving on.
Yeah, that's what's going to come into play against a guy like Apollo, who's more the offensive, flashy fighter.
Just missing his head. Apollo weaving and bobbing through traffic.
And it's so important to bob and weave in this sport. Great shot there. The thing is, unlike boxing, you know, that pillar just...
Oh! Got the reversal.
Yeah, and he got that point for the legs. Another, then
Final seconds of this first round. And with that, 2 rounds to go. Who had the early advantage in round 1?
You know, it's a very close one here. Let's take a look at that action. Blockage from Apollo flying through, but he had 360 attacking the head. I'm going to have to go with Apollo here, having the advantage, but don't take anything away from Appel. He came very consistent, played the defense well. He's going to have to pick up the pace in the second and third if he wants to take that championship home.
Nothing beats a slow motion replay of getting knocked in the head by a pillow. This sport's amazing.
It's a pretty beautiful sport spreading all over the world. Millions of people watched it in that first event they had back in 2021.
Round 2 of 3 for this championship. $5,000 on the line.
Oh, there's the action.
Appel gets the 3 points. Wow, that's a credit for the 360.
Blockage from Appel. Apollo trying to feint, throw him off. Oh, gets shot there, counter.
He got a point there. Appel is responding in round 2.
Thing is, this is so quick action, Evan. And when that thing is coming at you at full speed, it's hard to catch at times.
Appel with 2 360 shots in this round.
And you can't really waste those 360 shots, Evan. It could gas you out.
Oh, is that a double 360?
Yeah, no, it hit the back of the head. Threw him off there with a leg shot, but nobody home again.
Final 6 seconds.
Oh! If you notice here, oh, another. Apollo be very conservative in this round.
All of a sudden, for the first time on the men's side, a 3rd round. How does fatigue become a factor in this last minute?
Those 1 minutes are, in fact, we'll go into that right now, but let's take a look at the action. He tried to go for the legs, nobody home, not infected. 360 again. Where am I? Nobody. Not home. The action continued, and that's almost like a double 360.
Now that's like me and you in the parking lot with our brothers, you know, just getting after it with the pillows. Everyone getting hit in the head. Oh, boy. This round could be our highest scoring of the night.
You talk about endurance coming into play. Both these guys are top talented athletes. They have a lot of gas. They don't have to fill it up. They're ready to go. But yes, that's what's important. And
Final round underway and a three-pointer.
And that cardio comes into play here in this third round. Who's going to be effective? Clear mind too. Put that mental game out the way. 5K on the ground, gold on the line too. 40 seconds to go, Evan.
Both players very defensive here in the final 30 seconds.
Yeah,
blocking every shot.
Unlike your average. Oh, he got caught with that 360. That's maybe the difference. Apollo might take this home,
360.
Evan. Oh,
almost a third. Here we go. 15 seconds left.
Apollo might be making Sao Paulo, Brazil very proudly tonight.
For $5,000 and the championship belt.
Blocked it.
One blow.
One last point for Rappel.
That's all he has left.
And a three-pointer might have just secured it for Leandro Apollo.
I think Appel, you know, that confidence is there. Let's take a look at that last round action. Back and forth, 360. That caught him right there for Apollo. Great offensive move. Boom, right there. Shook him.
Here we go. The championship decided right here. Who's taking it home, Leandro Apollo or Parker Rappel? Listen to this crowd in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
The nerves are kicking in, Evan. Who's gonna take it home?
What a debut here in the United States for professional pillow fighting.
What was it?
And the fans asking for another round.
3 rounds, 1 minute. Heavy hitting action. As the final scores get tallied, the belts get delivered. And Apollo, he's ready to don himself the champ with that Brazilian flag.
Yeah, proud son of Brazil.
Okay, let's get the final decision in. Mike Markham with our finalists, with our championship belt. Who is the winner? Mike, it's all yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, our championship final goes the distance. How about one more large round of applause for both of these warriors? Your winner by a score of 20-18. The king of pillow pugilism, the master of the nocturnal knockout, the ferocity of fluff, and now PFC World Champion. From Delray Beach, Florida, by way of Long Island, New York, Parker P.K. Appel.
Yeah, and I can see Apollo so close, razor thin, Evan.
And your winner.
20-18.
Crown him a champion, Parker Appel. Give him the belt. Give him the check. He's your pillow fighting king of the U.S.
I know we're tallying up those numbers there, but I can understand Apollo's frustration. It's a fight game that you have to be persistent, effective, fast, calculating, timing. But congratulations to Parker Appel, the Ocho champion, going home with 5K.
He's alongside CEO Steve Williams on his left. What a night for professional pillow fighting. What did we learn tonight in the PFC?
Hey, it just goes to show you that this sport is here to stay, is not going anywhere. The Ocho giving us this opportunity to display our athletes inside the ring, both men and women and teenagers, right? Because we had a 17-year-old that competed. It's a sport that anyone can do. PFC is working on gyms for children to start competing already, and it's spreading all over the world. We mentioned Africa, Europe, South America, North America. It's not going anywhere.
From the Guinness Book of World Records now to the Ocho infamy. Professional pillow fighting off to a bang on a sleepy night that turned up the heat here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. The champion was eliminated. The youngsters got after it, and Parker Appel takes home the men's title. Julia Dorney on the women's side. For our talented crew with Rodolfo Roman, our analyst, great production all weekend long. I'm EvanBudrovich, thanking you for joining us on the Ocho. Professional pillow fighting, introducing you to a brand new world of excellent action.